Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Another episode of the the BaoFeng ham radio, and just wanted to give you an update how I'm using it. It's very, very useful. I like it a lot. I'm using it as a walkie-talkie now, and I was trying to go over it. I bought the six-pack. It comes with six of these. I'm using the mic, and the speaker here. It's very useful. Couple of ways I'm using it, and I'll try to put in a picture, but I have this on either my shorts or my belt or my fanny pack, and this right here is hooked onto the collar of my shirt. And so I'm just kind of like, as this is on my waist and this is on my shirt, I'm just picking up and going, you know, as I push the button and then talk into it, and then that's it. It's kind of nice because it's better than the sound coming out of here from your hip or your waist or or wherever you have it clipped to. Or I guess I could pick it up, but it's so much easier when I have it kind of like this on my waist and this at the collar of my shirt, and I just talk into it. You know, it's also great for the sound because I do listen to the radio, and then the sound comes mostly right from here instead of all the way down here. So, and the other thing is, I sometimes I do this as well. I will, you wanna set it up this way so the buttons up here on top. I have it off. I have it off right now, so it's not on. So if you open this and open these and you clip them together, make sure they're in really good. You kind of see that? There you go. So you see that a little bit better. Um, what I like about it is sometimes you can either push and talk this way with it if you have it like this, or you can push this button and then talk right here. So if you're holding in your hand like this, you can push this button right here, and I have my thing set up this way. Usually you can see it's tied up this way, but I have it tied through here, so it hangs a little bit better instead of hanging like all weird sideways. Anyways, yeah, I can hold it like this, push, and actually talk into here and listen from here. So I push it like this. So I can still use this button, or I could use this if I have to, which I usually don't when it's like this. I'll use this button right here, and I'll just pick it up and start talking to it like that. Another thing is when I have it like this, I like to have it kind of, it's kind of, you see it's angled a little bit, and the speaker is on the back side here, so it's not just blaring out this way. So sometimes I'll just rest it and leave it like this, and that's why you want the button on the top here, so you can rest it like that. Anyways, that's what I like to do with it. So very nice, very convenient little ham radio. I use it mostly for walkie-talkie. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just turn it on. Let me undo this. So this is the setup that I prefer to have it, using this. And again, I'll throw in the picture of how I have it set up. So let's turn it on, and I'll show you how I'm using it. All right, let me see. Turn it off, and you can see it say frequency mode. All right, so frequency mode. So those are the two. That's a low light. Okay, so those are the two channels that I have it, and those are basically the family service radio. And I have it set on low, and this is in frequency mode, and mine's not locked. all the other um, BaoFengs I have, all the other five BaoFengs are set up this way and locked, so they would normally be like that. So the other ones are locked, and it's set to this particular frequency, 467.562, and it'd be 5 at the end. So at low power, but mine's not locked. I'm gonna unlock it. Anyway, so those are the two walkie-talkie family service radio frequencies that I have it set. So just in case someone's on this one, we'll switch over to the next one, or I could have it switched over, then relock it. On the channel side, you see that I have it on a frequency. It's a radio channel on this frequency locally around here. And then the other one is the NOAA, if it comes out. It's not coming out. I believe that's the NOAA station. So that's why I have it set up those two ways. But this one's a radio. But most of the time, sometimes I'll switch back because that's a different radio station. But on the frequency mode side, these are just your basic walkie-talkie, your family service radio walkie-talkie frequencies. And this button right here is the FM station. There you go. It's usually another news radio. Sometimes they have like these weird, I don't know, it's NPR kind of stuff, but it gives me local radio stations. So sometimes I'll switch back between the two. But what's interesting is when you're on the FM station, on frequency mode, you can transmit back to the walkie-talkie, or when someone's transmitting to you, you can it'll break away from the FM station, and then when they finish talking, it'll go back to the FM station. So so sometimes I go back and forth into these different frequency mode, channel mode, FM mode while I'm on the frequency mode, and it works for me. I'm using this because it's a way for the whole family in my household to communicate while we're going through this coronavirus pandemic. And my wife is being quarantined because a person in her office building was confirmed with COVID-19, or the coronavirus, the novel coronavirus, SARS-CoV-2, the Wuhan coronavirus, the Chinese coronavirus, whatever. So the Wuhan virus, whatever it is, the Wuhan flu, Kung flu, you name it, whatever it is, the virus that came from China. So she's in quarantine. So I originally got that for this purpose, and the second purpose was to eventually use this as a ham radio. I probably want to get my license, but right now I've just set it up as a walkie-talkie. You know, I just bought it out of a need to be prepared. And I'm glad I did get it because right now, most of the time, we're communicating through the walkie-talkie. And it also staying up to date on local news, what's happening around my area regarding the coronavirus. And I'm getting informed and up to date. And it's another way of getting staying informed, basically. So the range is not that far. It's I don't know. I would just say 500 feet, a radius of 500 feet, so 1,000 feet. But radius of 500 feet realistically. And so it's just for in the house. And so far, if you listen, no one's on this frequency. You haven't heard anything, right? No one's on this frequency, so I must be the only one using it in my area. And so this is how we communicate most of the time. Sometimes I'll get a text because I can't hear what she's saying because she speaks so softly I can barely hear her. I have to turn it up all the way because one of the things I do is, again, I turn it on FM, and I don't want to, again, I have it clipped to my collar, my shirt or my collar right here, right? And the volume, I don't need the volume up that loud. I'm listening to the radio. When my wife starts talking, in order for me to hear my wife talk, I have to. Anyways, I have to turn it up all the way for her to hear her. So sometimes I don't hear her, so she ends up texting me. But it is a good way because I have one. There's one in the living room. Let me see if I can talk into it. Hold on. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Well, there's another. I have another BaoFeng radio over there, and my daughter has one in her room. My youngest one has one of these. She loves to play with this. She was like talking to me for a whole day. She knows how to use all the buttons, and even though I have it locked, she's asking me, "What is this for? What is that for? What is this for?" She wants to like unlock it. I just tell her, it does nothing. It does nothing. Don't mess with it. Don't. It does nothing. But she has one, and she's upstairs in her own room, and I have one downstairs in the kitchen, and it's turned up all the way, so when anyone talks on it, we can hear it, and that's what the one upstairs for. Um, and then my wife has one as well, so we all communicate because she's in quarantine, just to be on the safe side. I'm sure she's not infected with the coronavirus, but because someone in it's like 18 stories, so someone in the office building was confirmed, and she called the doctor. The doctor recommended 14-day quarantine. I also recommend 14-day quarantine. That's what I've been telling her. So this is how we're communicating for the most part. Day-to-day stuff like she needs food, she needs water. I need food, I need water, and I say okay, and that's how we're communicating. Anyways, I really like these radios, and as soon as this coronavirus pandemic passes or is safe enough for me to go outside without worrying if I'm going to get infected, I'm probably going to get my ham radio license, and then I'm going to really start having fun with this little thing. Anyways, hopefully you'll like this video. Please give me a thumbs up. Let me put this back in here. Let me turn this back off. There we go. Let me turn this back off. Put this back out right here. Oh, set it up the wrong way. I set it up the wrong way. Here we go. Set it up this way. Like that. So please give me a thumbs up. Like, share the video. Leave a comment. Tell me how you've been using this. If you have a BaoFeng or you think about getting a BaoFeng, tell me how you think you're going to be using, or what have you been doing with it. Until next time, everyone. See y'all later. Bye.